Good afternoon, everyone. As an evaluator, the first thing that appeals to me or that attracts me is the content. I think the content is the premise of whatever the speaker is saying. I recently attended a class, an online class on content management, and in there they were sharing facts like in Google, if you search, let's say a simple word like Tide, the amount of searches that were there in 2010 were about 2.5 million, and in 2014 had quadrupled to about approximately 10 million. So the amount of content that we have today is enormous, and it's very difficult to understand, okay, what should I go, what content should I take? So coming back to Dave's speech, I think his content was very powerful in the way the objectives of this particular project was outlined. He had a clear outline about what he's going to say about the three things that he wants us to take away from the speech, and in that respect, it was fantastic. I was engaged. I was looking forward to those 3 points. The second thing I really liked about Dave's presentation was a term I'm going to use a term that I recently heard called mechanical excellence, which was the body language part, the way he was moving around the podium, and the way he was engaging the audience. That was fantastic. Although the slides didn't work today for some reason, he was very calm and composed and walked at the side and began his presentation without any breaks or any hiccups in the presentation. The third thing I usually look forward from attending a Toastmasters meeting is the grammatical part. I am not so good in grammar because English is not my first language. So whenever someone uses a particular adverb or adjective, for example, Dave used a paradigm shift, pronouncing it correctly. He also used a phrase like visual stimulus trumps audio stimulus. So that was kind of interesting. I haven't heard this phrase. So that was very good. Great job, Dave, on that. Now talking about some of the things that I think that you could improve upon, the first thing would be the slides. Although I know you didn't have too much content on the slides, but somehow I felt that you were moving the slides a little too fast. I don't know if the workshop is going to be 7 minutes or longer or what your plan is, but for me I thought it was a little bit fast, maybe because you had to do it manually and you were sort of losing some time in that. The second thing that sort of distracted me from your presentation was, first you talked about your 3 points and you introduced your first one, which was planning your presentation, and that was like in one font, so that was good. And then you talked about 3 things on how you can plan your presentations. That was like in a notebook kind of a thing, and I was like, okay, is this the 3 thing that you're talking about? So that was a little distracting for me because then you were sort of explaining that point, but I got distracted a bit by that particular slide, and then you came back and you were using consistent styles like the blue one with highlighting your 3 points. So in the end, when you summarized, you highlighted all these 3 points, and then I was able to gather what exactly you were talking. So those were the 2 things that I would want you to maybe change a bit in your presentations, reduce the number of slides, and structure it in a way that the user or the end person can easily associate with. In the end, to answer your question, would someone pay to attend this class and be happy with the style and content? I would say a definite yes, but that will also depend on the price that you are charging. Jokes apart, this was an exemplary display of visual aids, how we can use these aids and make our presentations better. I wish you best of luck in your endeavor, and I'm certain that you will have a fruitful outcome from your post-retirement career teaching presentation skills to people. And I look forward to your continuous association with Chipmasters Club. Thank you.